Hi everyone, it's me, Sam Shine here. I just got off my second Zoom meeting. It's more like a gathering. There was around 30 people in this Zoom call, and we all have the same goal, and it's really cool and such great people, and I love it. I always have such a good feeling. It's my second time, but it's the second time me having a really good feeling about this. So the Zoom call is all about wholesaling and investing and real estate. And because I'm so new to it, I want to kind of like document what I'm doing, what I'm trying to accomplish to hold myself accountable. So I have this book. It's called If You Can't Wholesale After This, I've Got Nothing For You. And I've read a few pages. Really, I read the first kind of section of it. Except I'm still on page 1. Can you believe that? Step 1, page 1, yet I read all this. But, nonetheless, I digress nonetheless. Whatever that means. So, I read the introduction, and it contains mindset. So really, everything is a mindset. It all comes down to your perspective, how you think about the things around you. You know, your thoughts become things, but at the same time, you're not what you think. You're what you do. You're what you do. So the actions you take make up who you are. If we just sit around and think, we're so awesome and so amazing and all these good things and nothing happens, it's because we're not doing anything about it. So action is important. Thinking, get yourself in the right mindset. Think abundantly. Think about abundance. We need to think positively, realistically, but positively. Have really big goals and dreams and something we can work towards. Always want to strive to better ourselves in every way, every day. So mindset is huge. Huge. But really, what's even more huge is the actions we take, along with the thoughts that we have. So then he talks about your network is your net worth. So it is all about who you know, but more importantly, the relationships you have with all the people that you meet. You want really good relationships. I mean, people aren't going to do things for you if they can't trust you. They're not going to want to help you out if you're not, someone they can go to, someone they can talk to. If you're not happy and smiling and willing to go that extra step and willing to put yourself out there and, take time to get to know other people. Put in some effort, because at the end of the day, you can't make it in this world alone. You really can't. It's sure we can live alone and we can work at home alone and do these things alone, but what kind of life is that really? I mean, it's a very sad life, I think. I think we need people, not only for accountability, but also to push us forward, and we want to, give back and help others and whatever. We shouldn't have this me mentality. It's not about us. It's about helping everybody else. We want to watch everyone grow and help everyone else out, because we're all connected. And if you are feeling good and helping other people, you're just gonna help make the world a better place, because then that person will want to do things and help other people and feel good and stuff. So, and also, you have to really, the next part is auditing your network. So he talks about, you become the 5 people you must hang out with. So if you're hanging out with people and they're always complaining, or they don't like their job, or they're kind of miserable and Debbie Downers, you're very likely to fall into that trap as well. Just because, it's something you all can relate to. It's something that you all have in common. So you're probably going to become a Debbie Downer. But if you start to follow people who or millionaires, or if you start to follow people who are living your dream or living where you want to live and doing what you want to do, you're that much closer to getting there, because now you have someone to follow, someone who's done it before, and now you have someone to, you know, you have kind of like the step by step, like maybe following this person will show you how you can do it, you know, how you can live your dream just like they did. So it's always good to follow people who are doing the things that you want to do. You should be following people who are living the life that you want to live, or, you know, people who are so successful and rich and happy, you know, and people who are traveling the world, and whatever your goal is. These are just the things that I want to be. I want to be happy, successful, rich enough to help people and to really make a difference, and I want to be able to travel, influence people. You know, I want people to know my name because I've helped them out. I want, you know, I have this, you know, I did AmeriCorps for 2 years, so I have this kind of service mentality where I know that, you know, helping communities and bringing people together makes a huge difference in people's lives. So I'm all for that. And one way you can do that is by becoming rich, because then when you become rich, you can have all the resources that you need in order to do what you want to accomplish. Being rich is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to want to have money. It's a good thing. And people who think it's a bad thing are coming from lack, or they're scared, or they have this very negative feeling towards money because it's how they were raised. You know, people with money are bad and people with money are selfish. This kind of mentality where, yes, some people with money do bad things and people without money do bad things too. So it's not the money. You can use money as a tool. We don't want to work for money. We want money to work for us. We need to find these ways to have money work for us so that we can do the things that we need to do to make this world and ourselves and other people like just like a more beautiful, peaceful, amazing place. Like it already is if you have that abundance mindset. But having that definitely helps. You know, you don't want to be struggling all the time. If you're struggling, how are you supposed to help someone else? You know, if you're struggling, how are you supposed to take care of other people? You can't. So it does help. So don't let people who say money is a bad thing discourage you, because those people are scared. They're fearful. They don't know what they're talking about. They just have this mentality of lack, not abundance. So it's from like a negative, I don't know, it's just a negative mentality, and they might not know any other way because that's how they were brought up, and they see money as like, oh, I'm never gonna make it till Friday, or, you know, they're just living paycheck to paycheck, which I'm doing. I'm actually unemployed, so I'm living unemployment check to unemployment check right now, and it sucks. Well, I mean, I'm actually making more, but I lied, it doesn't suck. I actually enjoy being home and being able to do the things that I want to do. Definitely beats having a job, which is why wholesaling is something I want to get into, because on my 18th, they expect me to go back to work, and I'm having many thoughts about that. Anyway, so then he goes on and talks about self-awareness. Now, he talks about self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Both are very, very key. You need to know yourself. You need to be aware. And if you know yourself, it can help you better understand other people. I'm trying to see the point in the book where he talks about that and what he says. This book is really good because he has like questions too that you should be asking yourself. So he's saying, when you lack self-awareness, you're extremely limited in being able to solve any real problems, including your own. People who believe they are the center of the universe never notice the abundance of opportunities around them because they see life in the universe through one filter and one filter only, which is their own. They see only the negative in their lives and often miss the solution. And that's what we want to do. I want to be the solution for somebody. I want to help people solve their problems. which is why we need to get rich. Why I need to get rich. He also goes on to talk about how emotional intelligence is the ability to control your emotions and decisions throughout a variety of different environments and situations. And how, there's more to self-awareness than meets the eye, and that's what emotional intelligence is. In his opinion, EI is much more valuable than the most traditional IQ. Give me someone with self-awareness and the ability to communicate with others from different perspectives over someone with a high IQ any day. You can be smart as hell. You can know how to code. You can know how to rebuild a computer. You can know how to take a microwave apart and build a robot. You can build rocket ships. You can be extremely, extremely smart. But if you don't know how to talk to people, if you don't know how to express yourself and put yourself out there, you might go far, but you can go further, with the ability to talk to people and have this emotional intelligence. Then he goes on to say, one of his great questions is, am I the cause of frustration in this situation? And his example is, if you're driving and someone, is blinking their lights and there's traffic and they're trying to get around you, are you going to be mad at that person? Are you going to flip them off? Or are you just going to let it go? Because maybe you're the reason why they're so upset. And are you going to let them make you upset for what? For no reason. It's, it's not personal or anything. Don't make it personal. They don't know you. Just, So, and then he goes on to say, asking better questions creates a better life. If you're asking the same questions as everybody else, how far do you think you'll go? Not very far. As far as the person next to you. But if you're asking bigger questions, if you're thinking bigger, if you're thinking bigger thoughts, and you're getting more creative, you'll probably, get a little further. He says, how can I ask better questions to advance my life and the lives of the people around me? Having money is not selfish. Having money helps other people. Remember that. He talks about the difference between abundance and scarcity. So I'm going to ask you some questions. I want you to think about them. Is there enough money in the world to go around? How do you feel? You're saying no. You're coming from a place of scarcity. Change your mindset. Is there enough love to be shared always? Same idea. If your answer is no, you're coming from a place of lack. There's always enough love. There's always enough money. It's just that the money right now is kind of within the same people because all the other people at the bottom are thinking the same way. So if we can start to think differently and get that money in different ways than we are accustomed to, we'll change that system a little bit. Is there enough time in the day to do everything that I want? There might not be enough time to do everything that you want, but if you learn how to prioritize the things that you want to focus on, the things that you need to get done in order to progress, if your to-do list is a bunch of mundane things and it's the same thing every day, A, you need to switch it up a bit, add something new, do something new, change your routine. And B, you're just going to live the same life. You need to switch things up. Get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Step outside your average, mundane, boring, to-do list or routine. Get rid of it. Do something else. Start thinking differently. Drive a different route to work. Call up an old friend, have a different conversation. Stop watching the news. Stop watching stupid TV shows. Get on YouTube. Educate yourself. YouTube is an amazing tool. Yes, there's a lot of junk on YouTube. I'm not saying that. But there's also a lot of educational things. TED Talks, podcasts. I can't even think right now, but there's so much stuff you can learn on YouTube. Build something. If you're bored at home, get on YouTube, do a DIY project. Something you've never done. Something you probably always wanted to do but haven't. Because you didn't have time or didn't feel like it or whatever. You need to get out of that mindset. You do have time. And it doesn't matter what you feel like. Just do it. It's the action that matters, okay? It's the action that matters. Alright. Is there enough opportunity for everyone to capitalize on? Is success and happiness attainable by all? If you answer no to any of these, I would strongly suggest you read this section multiple times before moving on. It will be essential for you to understand the abundance mindset versus the scarcity mindset that plagues so many individuals today. And if you want to change your life, you need to change your thoughts, change your mindset, but more importantly, change your actions. Stop doing the same thing as everyone else every single day. Instead of watching TV, read some books. Instead of watching Netflix, watch something on YouTube, learn a new skill. There are a bunch of free courses right now you could be taking online. And if you don't have access to a laptop or Wi-Fi, I'm going to go back to books. Also radio. I'm not talking about like, listening to music. I'm talking about like, what is it called? BBC? No, the NPR, something like that. Like, learn something. Education is power unless there's no action behind it. So you want to learn things, but you also want to do something about it. Another question he asks is, am I thinking about this problem with an abundant mindset? You always want to have an abundant mindset. That's how we solve problems. If you're stuck in the negative, scarce mindset, you're not going to get very far. Then he goes on he like briefly mentions the law of attraction. You think what you attract what you think and feel about, which is so powerful. It is so true. The law of attraction states that you will attract into your life the things on which you concentrate your focus. Why is this important to know? This will help in your pursuit of self-control and emotional intelligence. Knowing and understanding this law will allow you to gain better control of yourself. It will give you the strength and power to keep you from feeling down and out for days on end or thinking negatively about your situation. Your situation. If you continue to think negatively or remain in a depressed state, the law of attraction says that you will continue to bring more of that feeling and action into your life. How I am thinking and feeling right now bring me closer to my goals? Every single thing you do, every single thing that is asked of you, every single opportunity that comes your way, every single person that comes into your life, you need to ask yourself, will this bring me closer to my goals? If you have the option of going to a party or attending a Zoom event that has to do with real estate or whatever you're interested in, which one will bring you closer to your goals? Easy, right? The Zoom, the event. If you have the opportunity to save money by making dinner at home and going out to eat with a bunch of friends and spending all your money, which one's going to bring you closer to your goal? Probably making money. Probably making food at home to save money so that you can make money. This is the mindset that I'm looking for, at least. Then he has a section called You Need to Be Rich, and this is what I've been telling you. Just the statement of you need to be rich will turn many people off or make them uncomfortable, and this is okay. Let them go, okay? The fact of the matter is that life will be much more painful if you never try to become rich, and then it will ever be to stay in your comfort zone and never try to invest or succeed in this wonderful game called real estate. So real estate will help you get there. It's just one stepping stone. If something happened to a loved one and they could no longer work, could you take care of and support them? I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to have that ability to take care of the people that I love if they can no longer take care of themselves. Can I do that right now? I could, but it would be a little bit difficult. And that's why I need to get rich, because then it would be way easier. Then he talks about thinking big. So he gives realistic thinker examples and a big thinker example. One of his realistic thinker examples is, I want to take my child skiing this winter. A big thinker would think, I want to take my child and his entire school skiing this winter. I want to enable my wife to retire so she can stay home with the kids. A big thinker would say, I'm going to enable my entire family and close group of friends to retire so we can all work on our life's passions together. I don't know about you, but I prefer the big thinker. Whether or not it's what is realistic anyway? Anything is attainable, okay? Just because your friends can't attain it right now or think they can't doesn't mean you can't or should think that you can't. We gotta think bigger so that we can live bigger, make bigger money. And if someone else has the same idea as you, you're not thinking big enough, which I know can be hard because sometimes I'm like, oh my God, but everything that's ever been thought has already been thought by someone else. Everything that has been invented or could be invented has already been invented or whatever. It's so hard, but no, it's not true. Don't limit yourself like that. Come on, you're better than that. So the question to ask yourself is, how can I think bigger in every aspect of my life in order to improve not only my life, but the lives of everyone around me? Am I taking action on everything that I learn, or am I just learning to learn? If you're just learning to learn, fine, no problem. I love learning. I want to continue to learn. I'm always learning. I am the student first. But if you want to make things happen, then you need to take action. Need to take action, or you're just going to be sitting there forever. So that's the beginning of this book. And then it goes on to wholesaling and what wholesaling is and how to, the assignment of contract and double closings, which are a little more intense, a little more complicated. Basically, for wholesaling, you just want to get the contract so that you can sell it to somebody else, right? See if I remember that. So, wholesaling, the steps for wholesaling. Original seller agrees to sell house to you for a specific price, specified price. You sign the purchase agreement contract. Okay, so wholesaling is getting that contract. All right, with the seller that states that the contract is assignable. You take that contract to a buyer you have found who buys that contract from you for a fee. You contact the original seller and have him sign an assignment of contract form that explains you have a partner who will be stepping in to close on the property in your place, and that you will be receiving a fee for your service from the end buyer, and that the original seller will receive the exact dollar amount specified in the original contract, and that nothing changes on his end. The original seller goes to closing and the end buyer goes to closing, and after closing, the title company sends the original seller the money agreed to in the original purchase contract with you. And then they cut you a check for the assignment fee agreed upon by you and your end buyer. The end buyer gets title to the property. So in simplest terms, that's what you're doing. You're getting that contract. You're getting all parties to agree, and then you close the deal, seal the deal. So this book, if you can wholesale after this, I got nothing for you. Again, I've read all this and I'm still on page 1, so I have a lot of reading to do. And I'm also working on, I have this PDF. It's double-sided because I don't really like wasting paper. This is a tree once, don't forget. There's less trees now. So successful real estate wholesaling. Everything that you need to wholesale is right here. In like simplest terms, of course. So it goes like this. What is real estate wholesaling? Know your why. Methods to avoid and to get out of your mind. Websites not to use to look for deals. Is real estate wholesaling legal? Yes. Finding and marketing to motivated sellers. And then that has a whole thing that has to do with motivated sellers. Analyzing the deal, determining repair prices and your offer price. It talks about ARV comps, MAO. Controlling the deal, finding cash buyers, quick reference, the closing, how to automate your real estate wholesale business so you can turn this into a business. Great tips for getting started, and then a glossary and a resource. So, wholesaling. When you find a homeowner willing to sell their property at a discount, you put the property under contract with the homeowner for a certain price. You market for a cash buyer and assign your contract with the seller to the cash buyer for profit. Know your why. So I'm going to go over these questions before I sign off because I need to make dinner. So these are just some questions I want you and obviously myself to think about. Why are you doing this? What do you need? What do you need out of life? What are your goals? Your why shouldn't be money, although money is a great tool. It shouldn't be just money, Your why will motivate you. Your why will keep you going. What is your why? Write it down now. And put it everywhere. Your phone, make a vision board, your bathroom mirror, computer, home screen, steering wheel. You want to say your why out loud every morning and every night. Make it into an affirmation. This is the way, this why will be your motivator, your reason for getting up in the morning, the reason for making those cold calls, getting those deals, and doing this. So make your why a good one. And, look at your why all the time. And let's get motivated! I'm tired. But yeah, that's actually something I need to do. I need to write my why. So I might go do that now. But yeah, this is Sam Shine, and thanks for coming to my second wholesaling video. And next time, maybe I'll go into more detail about this packet and the book. Maybe I'll read the next section of the book for you and go over that. But yeah, cheers. It's just water.